Javelin. Down to the final three situation. Here is Anderson Peters with his fourth round effort, going out to 84.32, the Grenadan. Peters, done qualifying in Tokyo. He is the world champion from 2019. What can he do when this final three situation unfolds eventually? Vadlejch, all his best, coming in round two from the first 5 rounds, and that easing over 85 meters, 85.73. But Johannes Vetter, one of the major shocks in a negative way of the Olympic Games in Tokyo, was the world #1 who had threatened the world record earlier in the season, finishing down in 9th place at the Tokyo Olympic Games in round 3, 88.54 for the big German, the world champion in London 2017. So there's the three that will contest the victory with this now or nothing final three situation. Anderson Peters first to go, the Pan Am Games champion in 2019. Grenada's first ever Pan American Games gold medalist. Nice technician, big powerful pull there, but that one falls flat. It's about 72 meters by the looks of things, Peters, and I don't think that's really laid down too much of a challenge for the other fellas.
No, he just got the angle all wrong here. You could see it stalling. You know, they're throwing into the wind, which isn't always a bad thing if you can get the flight right, but you've got to, you know, you've got to hit that. It's a pretty kind of small window, get the angle right, but it went way too steeply and stalled badly in an attempt to try and put pressure on the other two. But yeah, not something which they're going to be too scared of. 72.48 for Anderson Peters. So Vadlejch next to go. So the Czech athlete, silver medalist at the Olympic Games, just trying to wait for his moment here. Can he get it right? That looks a little better, but not much. Not much. And a little rueful smile from him, and he knows that he's left the door wide open here for Johannes Vetter. Well, he was second going into this, so he's probably going to think, well, at least I'm going to finish second here, certainly further than Anderson Peters. But unless Vetter does something pretty horrendous here, Vadlejch will have to settle for second. Yeah, that win for Chopra was one of the shocks. Well, not so much a shock. I think a lot of people knew how well he was throwing, and Chopra had certainly dealt with the Tokyo conditions better than anybody. Was hugely consistent. Vetter looked pretty good in the qualifying, and then really disappointing performance from him in the Olympic final.
Yeah, Chopra was well, he'll be a legend for the rest of his life in India now, won't he? Former world junior champion, taking the Olympic gold. Quite a turn-up, though. Nonetheless, I think we might have expected him to get amongst the medals or push really hard for a medal of some colour, but gold, dream come true, as they say. Now, Johannes Vetter chasing 79.10 there by Vadlejch, the Czech. World #1, Johannes Vetter. 96 meters 29 he threw back in late May in Čakšs, Poland. He is the second longest thrower in history, with less than a metre between his best 97.76 and the world record of Zelezny. But here he just needs to reach 79.10 or better. And I think he might have done enough. He has, in spectacular fashion, back in the groove as Johannes Vetter. That's way out there, way beyond 85 metres. Hasn't thrown since Tokyo, where his 9th place was by his standards a modest 82-metre effort, 82.5 metres. And better there, Steve. Yeah.
I think Tim was just a little bit anxious because you saw him looking at it, because it started to drift a little bit towards the edge of the sector, and it only came in by, what, 1.5 metres, a couple of metres maybe?
86.34 for Vetter. Well, that is big. It's so big, only a handful of men have thrown that far this year.
Yeah, you just saw him laughing and making that hand movement with his right hand to say it was drifting, but it hung in there. Yeah, sigh of relief all round. Well, that's the end of the javelin, so we've just got one more field event to follow, which will be the women's triple jump. So those guys leave the stage clear for Rohan.